displaced persons to benefit from humanitarian initiative. The Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development has penned a deal with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR, to provide primary health care for Syrian refugees in Jordan. The UN agency will receive $1.9 million for the development of essential services in 2 locations. More than 52,000 individuals at a temporary settlement in Asrak and at least 28,000 people in Zatari will have support for their physical, mental, and social wellness. Provisions will include ongoing preventatives and treatment for the coronavirus pandemic. Our heartfelt gratitude, State of Kuwait, and UNHCR for your compassion toward our Syrian brothers and sisters. In the abundant mercy of Allah, may the world soon become completely vegan so that everyone can live in peace, prosperity, and fulfillment.
Intestinal bacteria infect hundreds of customers across the country. In October 2021, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, investigated 3 outbreaks of salmonella in the USA linked to food. A brand of Italian-style processed meats caused 36 people to be sick in 17 states, of whom 12 were hospitalized. Fresh seafood distributed to grocery stores and restaurants in Colorado sickened 102 individuals in 14 states, and 19 patients were admitted to medical centers. And a strain of bacteria called Salmonella oranienberg affected 592 citizens across 36 states, and 116 cases required hospitalization, but the CDC could not trace it to a tainted source. Symptoms include fever, diarrhea, and stomach cramps that can last up to 7 days. Our hearts are saddened by such suffering that can easily be minimized by abstaining from animal-based foods. May humanity wake up to its innate compassion and make more noble choices in divine wisdom.
Prototype aircraft's maiden flight hailed a success. Rolls-Royce Holdings, a British aerospace company, has partnered with Yasa Limited, specializing in axial flux electric motors and aviation battery manufacturer Electroflight, to develop a zero-emission airplane. Their Spirit of Innovation single-seater flew for about 15 minutes above Wiltshire County in southern England. Rolls-Royce announced that a series of test flights would provide performance insights into the machine's 400-kilowatt powertrain and propulsion system. CEO Warren East commented, "We are focused on producing the technology breakthroughs society needs to decarbonize transport across air, land, and sea, and capture the economic opportunity of the transition to net zero. Kudos Rolls-Royce Holdings and partners for making progress toward more eco-friendly modes of transportation. We pray that the planet our children inherit will have limitless blue skies with snow-white clouds in celestial splendor."
As sediment runoff increases, corals become less resilient. A team of researchers at the University of Queensland in Australia analyzed more than 5,500 coastal areas worldwide and found that almost 85% of them leached sediment to coral reefs. One of the consequences is a screening effect that severely reduces the amount of sunlight available to subaquatic organisms. The situation is even worse when the land along a coast has been cleared or contaminated with agricultural chemicals. Thus, the scientists propose oceanside land restoration and tree planting projects to limit erosion, strengthen coral resilience to rising water temperatures, and improve the chances for reefs to recover. Our sincere appreciation, University of Queensland researchers, for highlighting the impact of land clearing on the health of the world's oceans. May your findings add impetus for vegan legislation that will terminate animal-people livestock raising in the guidance of the Providence.
Specialized orphanage cares for infected youngsters. Since she was a teenager, Mangal Shah has served disadvantaged women and children in Maharashtra, India. After her daughter was old enough to join her, the two of them worked to spread awareness about HIV and AIDS in the town of Pandharpur. In 2001, they learned of 2 baby girls abandoned in a cow shed because their parents had died of AIDS. Not a single villager or institution was willing to help the unfortunate toddlers because they were HIV positive. So Ms. Shah resolved to build a residential facility for such orphans and named it Malawi. Today, the orphanage is nurturing more than 100 HIV-positive children, enabling them to become self-reliant members of society. God bless you, Mangal Shah, for your noble and tireless efforts on behalf of helpless outcasts. May all children get the love, protection, and guidance they deserve as manifestations of the divine.
Supreme Master Ching Hai thankfully presents the Shining World Compassion Award to Mangal Shah, along with a humble contribution of $10,000 to support this benevolent work with lots of love and best wishes. In God's mercy, may you, all the staff, and the precious children be showered with heavenly happiness and grace.
Politicians agree on the vital component of a green future. All major parties in the Danish parliament recently endorsed a national climate strategy that focuses on plant-based protein. The government earmarked a total of 168 million euros for the project, 90 million euros over 9 years for product development and promotion, and 78 million euros over 5 years to be awarded to farmers who grow crops for human consumption. The size of the investment makes Denmark a leader in plant-based research within the European Union. The Parliament's upcoming tasks include setting production and sales goals for food derived from plants and considering cell-based meat and alternative proteins from biomass fermentation. 3 cheers, Denmark, on your visionary policymaking. In cosmic benevolence, may the happiness of your people soon be shared by the animal people of your kingdom when they are finally able to live in peace.
Curious Critter is attracted to a video doorbell. The England family in Oklahoma, USA is used to seeing people of the squirrel-kingdom in their neighborhood, but not on their phones. While husband and wife were at work one day, they both received a notification and clip of a bushy-tailed visitor at their home's front door. They were more amused by the smart technology than their furry friend, who seemed unimpressed by the sound of the ringer and continued exploring the entranceway. What a pleasant reminder that God is expressed in a myriad of forms to make our stay on earth more enjoyable. We are grateful to the Anglins for sharing their video and pray for all hearts to receive heaven's unconditional gifts.